Hello friends, I hope you are well. I would like to welcome you to this video where I'll be sharing everything you need to know about the MicroScreen Sickle Cell Test. Now, as someone who supports and really loves the Buy Uganda, Build Uganda campaign, I must first of all state it that this MicroScreen Sickle Cell Test is manufactured here in Uganda, Kampala, in Ntinda, by the Microscreen Scientifics. So really they are doing great work in the fight against sickle cell disease by providing such rapid point of care sickle cell tests, which are really very vital if we are to eradicate sickle cell disease. So this video will be in two parts. Part 1 will involve the contents of the MicroScreen Sickle Cell Test, and then in part 2 of the video we shall look into the procedure. First of all, the most important thing we need to look for is the note from the manufacturer, which is right here. So this is usually what the manufacturer writes about the test and everything you need to know on how to utilize this test. So you can see this involves the introduction to sickle cell disease, the principle of the test, then reagents and materials provided, then materials required but not provided. Then it also goes on to provide how we can store this test, then the precautions, and also the procedure on how you can collect the sample and store the sample well, then the test procedure. It also goes on to show how you can interpret the results, then also limitations of the test. So let's go in and see what are the contents of this kit. Number 1, the manufacturer says each pouch containing one test device and one desiccant. So that is this one here. So inside here there is one cartridge, and we shall see in part 2 on how we can use it. Then also the manufacturer says we have the pre-filled buffer tube with nozzle. These are the buffers. So we shall see in part 2 how we can use these and be able to conduct a sickle cell test. So the manufacturer also says there are 40 specimen transfer devices, which are 40 of them, and they are right here. So after obtaining the sample from the client, you use this one to collect an accurate volume of sample into the buffer, so you obtain the most correct results. Then there are also alcohol swabs, which are 40 of them. These ones are used to clean the site from which you're going to collect the sample to prevent infection. Then there are also lancets, which are used to prick and obtain the sample. They are right here. So in such a kit there will be 40 of them. Then there are also extraction tube stands, which is this right here. We shall see in part 2 how this can be used in the test. Then you also need to note the materials which are required but are not provided by the manufacturer. And the first one is the timer, to ensure that you give the test the correct time lapse so you obtain correct results. Then also you need protective gloves, and then specimen and test waste containers, that's obvious, and then cotton wool. So those are the contents of the MicroScreen Sickle Cell Test. Find the link to part 2 of the video in the description, and please be sure to watch it and subscribe and share this video with a friend or two. Thank you so much.